Students, today I will discuss certain problems that are asked in JEE January 7, 2020. I will discuss the differential calculus problems. Dear student, whenever we see a mathematics problem, first of all, we identify the chapter, the concept, the formula, and the related concepts involved in the problem. Let us see a marvelous problem from differential calculus asked in January 7 first shift. Here is the problem. If y is a function of alpha and it is given like this, and alpha belongs to 3 pi by 4 to pi, then dy by d alpha at alpha pi by 6, options are 4, 4 by 3, minus 1 by 4 and minus 4. Now first of all, the function, what is given, y, and now if you see this function, and first of all this one to be simplified, and if you look to this one, then tan alpha plus cot alpha converting to sine and cos, it is sine by cos, cos by sine, so sine square plus cos square is equal to 1, and 1 by sine alpha cos alpha, and here is, if you go for sine square alpha by cos square alpha, so we are getting here 2 sine alpha cos alpha by 2 cos square, if you simplify, 2 cos square alpha into sine alpha into cos alpha plus 1 by sine square alpha. If you convert this one, you are getting this, then you are getting here cos alpha cancels, 2 cot alpha cos square alpha. Now here what do we see? Cos square alpha 1 plus cot square alpha plus 2 cot alpha, and what we see, it is a perfect square, a plus b whole square, and it is 1 plus cot alpha whole square, and you know that it is 1 plus cot alpha modulus, and what we see, this is the diagram of the graph of the cot alpha, and cot alpha, when alpha belongs to 3 pi by 4, it is minus 1 here to this one, this range, minus 1 to infinity, and when 1 is added, it becomes, since it is open interval, this becomes negative, and what is the absolute value? What you getting? Minus 1 minus cot alpha, and that is what we have simplified. This is very important part. Then dy by d alpha, and we get it dy by d alpha, that is cos square alpha, and dy by d alpha at 5 pi by 6, that is cos square 5 pi by 6 is equal to cos square pi by 6 is equal to 4, and here is option 4. So we have to very much careful the different concept. First of all, simplifications. Next we got absolute value, and the absolute value is the concept, and we see it is maybe plus, it may be minus. Since it is negative, so absolute value is always positive. Minus of minus is positive, and taking the derivative putting, it is just similar to the problems asked in NCERT. Now coming to the second problem, f is a function from minus 7 to 0 closed interval to r, continuous and differentiable on open interval minus 7 and 0. Here what we observe, continuous and differentiable, and the value of a function at one endpoint is given. So immediately it strikes us Lagrange's or Rolle's means value theorem. Lagrange's and Rolle means value theorem. Now what we find here, the most important thing is that here the interval minus 7 0, and minus 7 0 is there, but minus 1 is missing. Alright. Now coming to Lagrange's, using Lagrange's mean value theorem. Now if you recall it, If a function is continuous in the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval, then there is a point in the open interval such that your f dash c is equal to fb minus fa by b minus a. Now this f dash c we will take as f dash x and we correlate this f dash x to here. That is a thing analysis to be done different, and now let us use it to find the solutions using Lagrange's mean value theorem for interval minus 7 to 0. Now fb minus fa by b minus a, which is f dash x, and this f dash x is given that less than 2, and what you find here, f of minus 7 is given as minus 3, minus plus 3, and this is 7 and 2, and here what we get, f of 0 plus 3 is less than 14, and f of 0 is less than 11, make it equation 1. Now another thing is that what we get, we are getting f of 0. Now to get f of 1, now using again Lagrange's mean value theorem for minus 7 and minus 1. You know that minus 7 minus 1 is a subset of minus 7 and 0. So we can apply here. And again f of minus 1 minus f of minus 7 by b minus a, that is minus of my minus is 7 is less than equal to 2. Here is the same thing, and what we are getting, f of minus 1 and f of minus 7 is 3, and this is 6 less than 2, and what we are getting here, f of minus 1 is 12 3 minus f of minus 7, f of minus 7 is minus 3 is plus हो गया, this plus 3 and 6 to the 12, and f of minus 1 here is less than equal to 9, and make it equation 1. From 1 and 2, if you add it, we are getting the desired result, that is f of 0 plus f of minus 1 is less than 20. So less than 20 means the interval is infinity open and 20 close, and infinity open 20 close is answer. So you have seen how we have solved it. It is just similar to board problems, but here the Lagrange's mean value theorem is applied twice, and the intervals, two intervals, one interval is given, another interval is a subset, and we'll see the another problem. Now we'll see another problem, a very simple problem. If we'll study the questions, what is given here. Let x to the power k plus y to the power k is equal to a to the power k, where a and k positive, and dy by dx plus y by x to the power 1 by 3 is 0, then k is equal to, obviously it is direct question from NCERT, and take the derivative. If you take the derivative of both these sides, what are you getting with respect to x? And since k is positive, we can divide both these sides, and we'll get dy by dx is equal to Now if you compare these two expressions, what you will find, y by x and x by y. So comparing these two, what you are getting here, x minus k minus 1 is equal to minus 1 by 3, and k is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is your answer. What is simple sum? There are certain sums in JEE mathematics, but it takes less than 2 minutes. So you have to search. Any average student can qualify and score 40 to 50 marks. Let's see the another problem. The fourth problem, which is integer type. It is a limit question. If you see this numerator and denominator, we see and stop at here, and what we do, we choose let 3 to the power x by 2 is equal to t. So when x tends to 2, so what happens? T tends to 3. So when we are changing this to a different variable and reducing the complexity and coming to here, limit t tends to 3, and this becomes t square plus 27 by t square minus 12 by 1 by t 3 by t square. If you look at here, I have put it there, and limit t tends to 3. If you simplify this one, it becomes t square minus 3. It becomes multiplying now, it is 3 to the power 4 and minus 12 t square plus 27 by then t square t minus 3. Now here, whenever we have such type of limits we have seen in NCERT, and what we go for, we expect that the denominator is a factor of the numerator, and if you factorize it, the after division, what we are getting here, I will explain now. Limit t tends to 3, t square minus 3, t plus 3, t minus 3 by t minus 3. How I am getting this one? I am explaining this one. The numerator. If you see the numerator, then it is coming up t square minus 3, t square minus 9. You have an identity. What you are getting here? That is t square into t square, t to the power 4, minus 3 minus 9, minus 12, minus 3 into minus 9, 27. We have used an identity, that is x plus a into x plus b in lower class 9, and we are getting here x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. This identity we have used it, and now coming to this one, now t minus 3, t tends to 3, so it is cancelled, and putting it here, 6 into 6, that is equal to 36. This is the answer. Stop. That problem, another integer problem, question number 24 25. Let S be the set of points where the function mod under mod 2 minus mod x minus 3x belongs to R is not differentiable. Then sum of the values x belongs to S, f of fx is equal to, it is an integer type, and most important is drawing the curve. Now here, what type of graph it is drawn? First of all, mod of x minus 3, then minus mod of x minus 3, then 2 minus mod of x minus 3, then 2 minus mod of x minus 3. These 4 graphs to be drawn in one graph set, and that is called transformation of graphs. This is a very, very important one. Now first of all, coming to a mod of x minus 3. Now here is 3 and This is mod of x minus 3 and the point of divergence is 3 comma 0. Now this part is over. Now coming to this part, that is the image with respect to x-axis, and this part is what we are taking now. This part is minus mod of x minus 3. Now coming to 2 minus, it goes to 2 units, 1, 2. Here I am getting here 2 units above, 2 units above. So it is here 3 comma 2. I got a point of 3 comma 2. Now to get this one, I solve it. Mod of x minus 3, 2. Mod of this critical point, solving critical point, I am getting 1 comma 0 and 5 comma 0. If you put it here, 2 is equal to mod of x minus 3, then x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus 2. So solving it, I am getting 1 comma 0, and now I will join it. Since it is a linear graph, I am cutting the x-axis, y-axis, x coordinate 0. Now how many turning points we are getting here? 1 turning point, 2 turning point and 3 turning point. And the differentiable, these turning points where fx is not differentiable. Looking to here, so fx is non-differentiable at x is equal to 1, 3, 5. Now this is the question that we are coming now. f of x, and that is equal to f of 1, f of 3, and now f of 5, and you will get it. So answer is 3. This integer type question. So I have discussed the differential calculus of January 7, and I will go to now integral calculus. All the 6 shifts, that is 7 2 shifts, 8 2 shifts, 9 2 shifts, all the 6 shifts I will discuss chapter wise the strategy adopted and the explanation how the average student can do well. I am going for all the explanation that is required, and you must like the video. Thank you.